All right, right on time.
Starting off fresh with KPG. We starting off fresh with KPG. We started off first talking with G. We started off first talking with G. Then we went and added Corey. Then we went and added Corey. Added Prince, that's KPG. We started off fresh with KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. And we just talking with KPG. And we just talking with KPG.
What up, what up, what up, baby? Welcome to the Talking with KPG. I'm your boy G. In the middle, we got our boy Prince. To the right side, ATL's latest, Corey Davis. Latest. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Great day. It's a great day. It's a relaxing day for Prince and myself, I would say. You know, bye week for the fellas, man. So we got to actually chill today and just watch everybody else. Stress free. Stress free. Yep. So we thank y'all for rocking with us. We appreciate each and every one of you all, man. Episode 62, season 2 of Talking with KPG. We have a couple new subscribers, man, that I definitely want to give them a shout out. Steve Prosper and Patrice Jones. We said a little something on Friday. But we want to make sure that everybody knows, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the show. And if you have friends and family that love sports, man, and love to hear friends and barbershop talk, hey, man, this is the show to jump on. This is the show to jump on, man. So we appreciate y'all, baby. We appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and jump right in it, baby. Let's jump right in it. Remember to put your name in the chat. All right, this show is about you all. We want to see your comments. We want to hear your comments. Welcome to the show, Big Chuck. Chuck says, "What's up, fellas?"
As always.
What's up? What's up, Chuck?
Charlie.
My dog. All right, so let's start off with, I think, ATL's playing ball, man. Not just in basketball, not just in football, but in baseball. Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves for making the World Series. It's been, 22 years? 22 years since
1990, bro.
1990. I know we talked about it earlier, man, how everybody had kind of counted the Braves out. And they've turned their whole season around, and they went up against the mighty Dodgers and pretty much handled them pretty easy, man. Give me your thoughts on that, on the Braves and the Dodgers series first.
Okay. Well, we lost. The Dodgers lost, so you know what to say about it. But congratulations, Corey, on the Braves going to World Series. I'm sure Atlanta's gonna be lit through this World Series because it's been a long time, boy.
Right.
It's been a long time, man. So they're playing good. Let's see what they do against Houston, man. I guess we got no choice but to root for the Braves. So hopefully they can go ahead and get this World Championship and keep it moving.
Fact. I'll say this here, man. I think we had spoke on it, for a quick second before. It's a win-win for me. I ain't gonna. I'm a fan of Dusty Baker too, man. I mean, if that brother win him another one, I'm cheering for him too. But at the same time, the Atlanta Braves have always been my squad since I was a kid, man. You know what I mean? Hometown. I'm a homer for sure. I think this is the second or the third time that a team under 90 wins have made it to the World Series. You see what I'm saying? Most of the time, like your Dodgers, 100 or something wins, spanking everybody, great pitching. And I'll say this here, man. The Dodgers is an awesome organization. The Dodgers is how one dude had told me. The Dodgers is a great organization. They were missing a lot of key guys that were pitching, and it came time for the Braves. Now at the same time, we got hot pretty good at the end of the season too. That's what it was. That team got hot. We were missing, Acuna, but at the same time, we got hot, and they just, they took advantage of it. The bats took advantage of it. So big shout out to the Falcons. I'm sorry, to the I ain't mean to say the Falcons. Goodness gracious.
We know.
Shout out to the Braves. Now I'll say this here to the fans out there. Don't lose faith. We got a governor that came out and threw shots out because the NL decided not to be the All-Star game to the city of Atlanta and threw a shot out there. Don't let that deter you. Still have faith. Still cheer this team on. They're gonna need you. Let's keep it playing. Just shout out, Braves.
Yeah. Rod Smith, welcome to the show, big dog. He said the Braves were just a better team. And like you said, I think the Braves caught their rhythm at the right time. And to win a championship, you kind of got to get hot at the right time. If you see a lot of teams, they kind of hit that stride towards the end of the season, and then they take that momentum all the way to the championship, man. And that's where they are. That's where they are. That's how the Giants did it when they won. That's how Philadelphia did it when they won the Super Bowl. You gotta shoot the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They were counted out last year. Yeah. And then they caught their rhythm, caught fire towards the end of the season, and then went off to win the championship.
And understand what this series is about. Now, okay, you got a team like the Astros who, they had the stigmatism on their back the whole season about the cheating scandal last year, and then they called themselves picking up. I ain't saying they end up picking up Dusty Baker, who was available at the time, and people counted him out. People thought that, they just got Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker was at home chilling. But he kept them focused, kept them motivated. So I'm not counting this team out. But at the same time, like you said, it's about catching fire at the end of the season. They've had a chip on their shoulder all season. So I think it's gonna be a good series. You feel what I'm saying? So hey, once again, big shout out to my Braves. Let's get it.
All right. Well, let me get your picks. Who y'all got winning it, man? Prince, go first.
Good question. Since the Braves on the streak, man, I mean, I got to go with them, man. So I picked the Braves, and it's a 7-game series, right?
Yeah.
I picked the Braves in 5.
Braves in 5.
Braves in 5. 4-1, huh?
Okay.
Well, Corey.
I watched both teams, for the most part. Now, straight up, Astros got a better record. So I'm going to try to be realistic with it. I want to say the Braves in 7, so 4-3.
Ooh, okay. So we getting that game 7.
I'm getting
here.
Full. Yeah,
Is it going to be here, or are they playing on the road first?
No, Houston. Houston got a better record.
Houston. Okay, so they're going to win in Houston on the road.
Hey man, I'm hoping, man. Like I said, because they got a better record. I know they start off there. We're hoping that we'll take one or two here. We got to do our job, like you said before. You got to take one at home. We did that in Los Angeles. I think that kind of blew a good little sale out of them by taking one there too. So if we can get one in Houston be hype, man. It goes down in H-Town. So I'm hoping. I just know it's gonna be a good worthy series. So I'm thinking it's 7, man. We're gonna go in 7. 6 would be great, but 7 is what I see.
Okay. Welcome to the show, James Lil John. James has the Astros winning. The hate is real.
I know,
the hate is real.
With 2 extra.
He got it. Yeah, he got 2 extra. He got a clean sweep and then 2 extra. I'm actually going Braves. I'm going Bravos as well, man. 4-2. 4-2 Bravos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 4-2 Bravos, man.
Hey, look, them 2 extra games on James Lil John. Them 2 they won in Miami. The Falcons took one today.
Oh yeah, where's Mike Franklin at?
Yeah,
right?
Let's transition on to basketball, man, before we jump into the NFL. Now I'm just gonna throw it out there.
You want me to throw it?
Are we worried about the Los Angeles Lakers, the Brooklyn Nets, the Clippers, and the Boston Celtics?
Okay, we're gonna take one of them out. Let's take the Boston Celtics out. Let's get them out.
Please take them out. Please take them out.
We ain't worried about them. Keep going. Now keep going.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
We're gonna use them last. We're gonna go last. We're gonna go them last because that's where y'all. That's right here with y'all. Let's go there last. All right.
The Los Angeles Clippers and the Brooklyn Nets.
Let's start there.
All right. Let's start with the Clippers.
If you don't mind, I'll start.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
The Clippers, I think, will be fine. They're without Kawhi right now. Little rhythm is off. You know what I'm saying? They're without one of their bona fide stars. So I think that they would be fine once they got him, back in the lineup, because he's a big defensive threat. At the same time, he's also an offensive threat as well. You want him healthy. I think they'll be fine. The Nets, I think in the East, without Kyrie, will probably be in that group of four, that top four, behind a few teams, but they're gonna need some help. They're gonna need some help. But I won't say those two. I'll let y'all say y'all two. Then we're gonna get to y'all where I want to talk about.
Okay. Prince.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not. I'll answer this question because you asked it to me. But the Nets, I think that'd be all right because they got two Clipper scorers, and Kyrie, if he comes back, he's not gonna have his head in it anyways. So he wasn't there to where they almost won last year. The Clippers are sorry, dog, but I don't care about the Clippers. They can go wherever the hell they want to go. But the Lakers is where I'm focused at. What?
Don't do the Lakers yet. Don't do the Lakers yet.
Okay, well, it is what it is. But okay. So other than that, I mean, the Nets are who the Nets going to be. I mean, the Nets, once they get their scoring now, it's going to come down to them and the Bucks. Okay. I don't see. Those are the only two I see that's going to end up in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Clippers, I don't think they're going to make it through the West because they're telling when your boy is going to be back and how long before he actually shows up, and if he shows up in basketball shape to help them. The West is going to be really tough this season. It's already panning out to be really tough this season. So, but we need to get to Lakers.
We can get there now, G. And then we're gonna do trouble. We're gonna do trouble. The trouble thing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think the Clippers are in trouble because I think Kawhi Leonard adds another aspect of the team, but we saw last year that they can play well without Kawhi Leonard. They made it to the Western Conference Finals without Kawhi last year.
But that's the help they need, though, right? That's that. I mean, does that not help them a little bit better? I mean, this is a 6-time all-star. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
He should. He should help them. He should help them.
You give him too much credit.
I don't think he's that same defensive player that we are used to. We said it a couple years last year. He wasn't playing like that person. He wasn't playing like the superstar that he used to be. At one point, people were saying he was up there with the best players in the league. He wasn't playing like that towards the end of last season. It was mostly Paul George, and Paul George is trying his best to carry this team, but they've lost some pieces.
And one player can't do it, but most of these teams that compete on a consistent level, at least they have not a big three, but a big two, correct? At least two.
Correct. Correct.
But so to go back to what we did before, trouble, are they in trouble? You know what I'm saying? Is it as far as the West is concerned, are they in trouble in terms of being able to compete?
All right, yeah. I mean, yeah. Who are they gonna be?
Okay. So let's transition. All right.
No.
Yeah,
we're not gonna transition like that because all you want to do is try to talk junk.
Lakers.
And then you ain't gonna talk junk. No, you don't need that. You just trying to gloat. And let me tell you something, bro. There's gonna be no Laker basket on this show today.
That's why I'm talking to you guys.
Okay, now let me say this.
Okay,
no, man, hold on. Let me say this before, because I know you done built up your whole soliloquy all day long to get on this show, try to talk about your junk. But okay,
that ain't what
what
happened.
it is that I understand that Howard should got punched in the face by AD, but that's just the chemistry that they don't have. They don't have the. He's never been a kid. Okay, the season that they won it, I don't understand. They play good together in the bubble. I don't, and I see that that they're having a conflict. But I'll say to this day, Westbrook he should not be on that team, and G's not going to agree with me.
Go ahead, Corey.
Allow me to do this the way I want to make sure that you guys have expressed yourself properly.
I will express myself properly.
Wednesday, I started this thing called Trouble, No Trouble, Double Trouble, right? Or No Trouble, In Trouble, Double Trouble. All right. So in the essence of this, we, like you just said, we've seen them have some trouble off the court, right down on the bench. I heard LeBron James even, talking to the guy on the Phoenix squad saying, "Hey, be humble, don't do that." It seems that there's turmoil throughout the team, right? Coach said that there was not a whole lot that he can do right now. The chemistry is fine. He said at the same time, you got guys on that squad that you brought in. I think you the one you did, right, Prince? You said that Westbrook would not fit in chemically, but then G on the other hand said, I think he's gonna be fine. Now at the same time, they wanted to manage LeBron's time, but he's saying, listen, I don't need time management. But then we see clips of him not running back on defense. We've seen clips of him, it just don't seem like he's into it this year. So my question to both of you, like we were saying before, trouble, no trouble, double. I'll go ahead and let you go.
Go ahead, G.
All right. The Lakers are in trouble. I'm not gonna go double trouble yet.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go trouble because, and somebody, I can't remember who it was, but my boy on Twitter, man, he said our biggest loss is going to be Jason Kidd. I think Jason Kidd was the calming factor in that whole team. I think he kind of understood the plight of a team, a NBA team, and all the different personalities that you have to deal with. I don't feel like our coach and Coach Vogel is doing a great job of managing these personalities. He's kind of sitting back and letting the personalities just clash instead of kind of controlling it. So I think we may be in a little bit of trouble. It takes a real leader to get us back on track, and this is going to sell. It's going to show what LeBron is all about. It's going to be on LeBron's shoulders, man, to bring this team together. Right now, like you said, him not running back on defense, that's not a good look for the team. To see your leader, your best player, not giving his all, and then on, like you said, on the sidelines, why are you letting this guy campaign bother you? Right. You get him back on the court. You don't tell the man to be humble. He whooping your butt. Don't take it personal. Don't get personal now. You go out there and you show him on the court. So I think we're in a little bit of trouble.
Now I'll let you re-answer, Prince. I mean, as far as trouble, no trouble, double trouble. I want your thoughts, dude.
I don't think we're in no trouble at all.
No trouble.
No, I think it's early, and we really didn't play a lot during the preseason, so the chemistry is not really there right now. I understand that LeBron and them are trying to fill Westbrook out. AD is a little frustrated with Howard. They're not on the same page, but they'll get there. True champions do get there. So it's going to, 0-2 record is not going to sink our ship. I think this is what's going to make them come together and actually get on the same page. I mean, what happened between those two on the court It's showing that the passion that they have to win. So I'm thinking in the next couple of games, we should pull off the next 4 games, and we'll go from there. But no, I don't think we're in trouble at all. I think it's just we have a whole different roster. We have a whole different. I mean, there's some people that were there, but they left and they came back. But I think we'll be all right. We'll weather the storm. We gotta, like I said, adapt without Kid. I agree with G. We don't have the right coach, and I think they should let him go and keep Kid. But that's just my opinion. But if not, it's like LeBron done before. They fired coaches a couple of games in to get somebody in that can handle the team. But no, we're not in trouble, dog. We just gotta come together and just calm down and start. I think not playing together in preseason really hurt us. I think the chemistry there should have been there, but they wanted to manage everybody, make sure everybody went to the season healthy, which I understand. But you still need that chemistry. So we'll see. Trust me, we'll win the next couple of games, and then we'll go from there.
How do y'all feel about when writers and beat writers and commentators say y'all put this team together? All the other teams in the West have been together with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, but y'all got 4, possibly 5 that have come on the squad trying to be able to mesh. I even saw Melo getting into it when that's really not his style either. You know, I mean, everybody's trying to prove themselves on this Lakers squad. But my question is, how do y'all feel about that when somebody says this is not Laker-esque? These are not Lakers that y'all got on this team. Y'all got a squad that they put together, but think about how the Lakers, like I said, y'all, the lure of being a Laker. I don't see Lakers. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see some ballers, but I don't see the Laker of old. You know, I don't see that squad, man. How do y'all feel when people say that?
There's no Laker of old, Corey. The Laker of old passed away. It's just LeBron just happened to come in there. I've never been a LeBron fan. I had to cheer for him because he came to the Lakers. So the Laker ways been gone when Kobe left. So now we're just together trying to piece some things together. They're trying to build a new Laker dynasty, which I understand. Which I'm down.
So the Laker way is gone.
It's not the same. It's just not the same to me. G, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one. I think the Laker, once you put that purple and gold on, you carry that Laker mystique. That doesn't leave. No matter who's playing.
It's a way of playing, G. It's a way. The mystique is a way of playing. It's the way they carry themselves. It's the way of, like Magic Johnson said. I haven't seen this in 42 or whatever, how many years he said. Come on, dude. It's not the same.
It's not the same because you're not winning. So that's the only reason it's not the same. If they were winning, it wouldn't be a problem. So even last year we didn't win it, but the mystique was still the same. Like the Laker mystique is still the same. It's not changed. They're just not playing like they're supposed to play. So like the fighting, I'm okay with it. Like Prince, like you said, Prince, that shows you want to win. That shows your passion for winning. I'm okay with that. Even Carmelo, I like what Carmelo did yesterday. I like the fact that he was going at the other team. I like that he wasn't backing down, even though we was getting our butts beat. He was the only one doing it. I think everybody else should have jumped on board with what he was doing. I think the second group that came in actually did that. The Rondo, they all came in and they fought and they made it, a little bit of a game towards the end. So, do I think we can get it together? Yes, I do. We, like you said, we brought in a lot of people. I think we have 5 people from the championship run in 2020. 5 people on the team now, and the rest of them all new. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to take LeBron to do it, and it's going to take Coach Fitz to do it as well, because Coach Vogel's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. I don't believe in Coach Vogel. Welcome to the show, Rakeem. Matt Thompson, welcome to the show. Matt says the Lakers will be okay.
Yeah, they'll be okay. We'll be okay. We just got to get rid of the Mike McCarthy of NBA.
Woo! Oh my Lord.
That's all.
We're going to jump into that too.
But you see how different y'all perspectives are on what a Lakers supposed to be versus, like you said, to you, G, this is cool. This is good, but then you got one of the the most hallowed Lakers out there and saying that I've never seen, you know, a teammate grab another teammate damn near finna push him over. These some 7-footers, you know, damn near about to push each other over on the bench when they're down by 25 points, you know. But and you saying that this is okay?
I do. I think it is. I think it is. And what I liked about it is I saw something in AD I didn't think he had. I didn't think AD was that tight.
To push,
you know, we've always said AD was one of the soft ones. So that kind of showed me a little something different. So yeah, I'm okay with it. I don't like that we're going through it, but I think this adversity builds champions, man. When you go through adversity, that's how you build your strength. That's how you build your chemistry. You can't build your chemistry, you're not going through anything. All right, that makes you better. So I'm okay with it.
All right.
And like I said, man, it's early. Like you said, it's early, man. We just gotta we not playing a preseason, not coming together, being cohesive, not playing the preseason. I think did some damage to us, but it's still early, man. So we're still good. We're still gonna end up in the Western Conference Finals. Period.
All right. Go ahead, Corey. The Nets, man. Let's jump on the Nets. I don't even think the Nets are a top 5 team in the East right now. I'm not even that right now. I don't think they are going to be.
Okay. I tend to disagree slightly, only because you still have, in my opinion, you know, because I always say you got one of the greatest shooters out there. I think that they do have to deal with my Hawks. You got to deal with you're gonna have to deal with the Heat. You have to, you're gonna have to still come back to the MVP. In the Bucks, I think I put New York up there, and I think Nets is 5. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe that they're gonna turn this around, just like how y'all feel like the Lakers gonna turn their season around. If by chance Kyrie decides to get his act together and comply with, I ain't saying get his act together, but just see if he complies with the NBA and he decides that his personal beliefs versus his way of living and what has got him there has put him back, put him in a thought to say I gotta play. Hey, they'll definitely be in it. But right now, I think they're, like you said, I think they're in trouble. Not double trouble yet, but they are in trouble. They did win one game. You know what I mean? 1-1. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't want that.
They came
so
back.
You had to throw that in there, right? You know, that's why I like talking to Corey about our teams, y'all. Yeah, see, because Corey like to throw little jabs in there, but that's okay though, because when our team is in the Western Conference Finals and your team loses in the first round of the Eastern Conference, then we'll go back to they ain't got nothing. We don't got nothing right now. You don't got nothing right now. It's okay, dog. You see, you don't have confidence in our teams. I'm surprised you haven't really said nothing about Dallas, but you haven't been able to say anything about Dallas.
We getting there.
No, there's nothing you can say. But anyway, I'm sorry, G. Now the question is about the Nets. Like I said, without Kyrie, the Nets are still going to be a strong Eastern Conference team. They still got 2 of the most prolific shooters in the game. They got a pretty strong bench as long as they show up. Blake Griffin he's all right, but he'll show up when he can. But they still have the 2 prolific shooters, and Kevin Durant and James Harden. So they'll be okay. They still got the big 2, and like I said, the Bulls are getting better. They're showing something. The Bucks are always going to be there. You've seen the games that they've been playing. I haven't heard much from Miami. So other than that, who else is going to contend with them, man? Who else is going to – I mean, the Celtics, come on. We can't even talk about the Celtics. They can't – Brown is not going to win them anything by itself. I don't know what happened to Tatum.
What about Philly?
Until they can get this Ben Simmons thing going down and he's pretty much on his own. I mean, I don't understand what Ben Simmons' problem is, dog. Get your mind together, dog. You're getting paid all this money, and you have one of the greatest chances to go do something, but you want out because they criticize you about your shooting. I don't understand what your problem is, bro. Work on it.
You got a coach that don't believe in you, man. Like this coach don't believe.
Well, then you know what? See, that's the thing, G. If you have a coach that doesn't believe in you, then why keep him? Why not trade him? Why are they trying to hold him to until the last second? Your coach is pretty much like you're saying, G. Your coach is pretty much telling the world, I don't believe in him. So why are you trying to hold on to this dude until the last hour? If his own coach, that's going to affect his game, period. But then you're blaming it on him, saying he's being a disruptor. But his own coach, like you said, G, is coming out saying that I don't believe in this dude. So why keep him?
Because they can't get a suitor. They can't get nobody that's going to trade. They're asking for way too much for this guy.
Yeah.
So they said in order to trade him, we got to get something great out of what we're giving up.
Yeah,
we're gonna pay him to be meaty. So we're gonna pay him all this money. Okay. I'm sorry. We're gonna pay him all this money while his coach has no faith in him to mess with his psyche, and so he can just be mediocre.
What they said
because we asking too much.
When we signed this guy, we signed him, $150 million. One of the top guys. Like you even said, he's the best defensive player in there ever.
I said it at that last year. It was the second best. I didn't say ever. He was the second best.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But what I'm saying is you were on his coattail last year.
He played good defense
all day.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I was
right. So what they're saying is we're not finna just let him go for peanuts. You know what I'm saying? We were in this thing for a whole boatload of groceries, and we want that in return. Same way with Houston. They just I sit him before I let him. Before we get.
That doesn't make any sense, though, dog. I mean, he's not gonna do nothing for you. Okay, he's not going to do nothing for you. He's going to check out of the game during the season. So you still got to pay him to sit on the bench or whatever you're going to do, to throw the game or whatever you want to do for nothing. I mean, that just like you said with Houston. Like Deshaun Watson. They're trying to ship him. That's the boatload for him. But what good is he doing? You could do better with grabbing people that wants to be there, working around people that want to be there. Okay, you might not get what you want, but at least you get more effort and trading him for somebody who wants to play for your organization. I feel that you should trade for more effort than keep mediocrity. If he's not going to do anything for you.
But where does the money go? Where does the money go?
They throw money all the time. They got enough money. They let players go, Harden go. They let $150
million.
Come on, man. Come on. So like I said, Corey, once again, you're going to play him just to be there? He's not giving us all. So what the hell?
The first thing is you got to find somebody that's willing. If you're gonna trade him, you got to find somebody that's willing to take that contract and trade whoever they have. Like I said, to make this an even kill. No team is out here to lose that kind of money under the cap. $150 million will ruin the team.
I understand that, but he's not okay. So then, get another coach that's gonna have his back. But you can't do that. You're not gonna do that.
I think Doc Rivers has his back. It's just when you come in there, you acting like Kyrie. You just don't know what this dude is. When he was like, "Listen, I need you." This dude had his cell phone in his pocket, man.
He dealt with that. Do you think he's dealt with those type of players? Come on, where did he just come from?
He cut his own son.
Come on, dude. Come on. But still, who's the last diva he's dealt with that couldn't do nothing? He gave all these privileges to. Who was the last major one he just finished dealing with, bro?
Kawhi Leonard.
Yes. Thank you, G.
Yeah. So, but for what he said about Ben Simmons after the season last year is he doesn't believe he can win with Ben Simmons as his point guard.
That's
so that I wouldn't want to play for a guy like that either. So we all know Ben Simmons is trying to work his way out there. But I think my point was.
Did he say that though? Did he say that though? What was his quote? Did he say that though? Did Doc Rivers say that?
Yeah. He came out and said it. He didn't think he can win with it at point guard. Yeah,
point guard.
That's tough to hear. You know what I mean? Okay. and you the point guard. Like, yeah.
Now, okay, wait a minute. Before you said it, now true to form, at point. There was some time where we were looking at, we were like, hey man, what this dude doing? You run up on the goal, dunk it. I remember when he was looking like dunk it. He passed it. And everybody looking, we lost the game because you scared.
Right. No, I agree with the statement.
Okay.
I'm not faulting Doc Rivers. I agree with the statement.
Okay.
I just don't think you can expect now Ben Simmons to want to come there and play for you. All right, man.
His psyche's
That's my
crushed.
point.
Like I said, it's crushed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you, G.
I
His
think
psyche
you should
is crushed.
expect this from Ben Simmons. Like this is what you
Exactly.
should expect.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I still think they are a good enough team to be right now. I feel better than the Nets because I think they're a better defensive team than the Nets are. The Nets are struggling on defense. Yeah, you got 2 prolific scorers, but that's all you got is them 2 prolific scorers.
But the Nets just beat Philly. I mean, they just beat Philly yesterday.
They did. If you watch, Philly was up by like 18 or 20 toward the end. They kind of just gave the game up. Like, okay, we win, it's over. And they came back.
That's coaching, though. That's coaching. When that happens, that's coaching.
That absolutely is. That absolutely. And it's the NBA, man. Once the team gets on a roll, it's hard to stop them.
I've been saying James Harden wasn't finished playing.
Yeah, that's what happened, man.
Yeah, he was still stepping back. Yeah, so
yeah. But I don't believe in them. I don't believe in that Nets team. I think there are a lot of other teams that are better than them. And like you said, the Hawks. I'm putting the Heat up there. I'm putting Philly. I'm not putting the Celtics. I might even put the Knicks above them. I might even put the Knicks. I know Prince laughed at it when you said the Knicks. The Knicks is a solid squad. Knicks is a solid squad. That wasn't a fluke last year by them making it to the playoffs.
Right.
It wasn't a fluke. And it wasn't a fluke with the Hawks either. All right.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Yeah. Let's transition, man. Let's go on to the NFL. All right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of blowouts today, man.
Man.
A lot of blowouts. I think out of the games that came on, man, I believe 8 teams got blown out today. And when I say blown out by 20 plus points, that's tough. That's tough in the NFL. Let's start it off with Kansas City, man.
Okay.
In Tennessee.
Yeah.
Titans. King.
I actually picked him to win on my Fox Sports bet too.
Not with us, you did. Hey, look. Not with us, you did.
Yeah. I changed it on Fox Sports Bet because I think Mahomes is.
He did. He actually picked Tennessee to win.
Oh, did he?
With us, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all picked Tennessee to win.
I know, right?
Yeah, we all picked 10.
We all picked 10. Okay, we all picked 10. King Henry, yeah. Hey, man, I think y'all said one of y'all said this before, mentioning that they figured Mahomes out.
Yeah.
He looks figured out, or either fizzled out a little bit. Maybe I know he still has the skill, but they were everywhere he wanted to be. It was like Visa. It was everywhere he wanted to be. Wherever he tried to do it, that Titan maybe it was a compliment to the Titans defense, but they were everywhere this dude thought he could do. So
let me say this real quick. I don't think that the fact that they figured out Mahomes, I think the fact that they know how to stop the man, he goes to the same people each and every time, bro. If your defense is around the tight end and you have your tight end and you have your one wide receiver, what have their stats been the last couple of games? I mean, even when in a win, the defense has been locking on them and making him beat them with other players, and it's just not happening. I mean, it's just the fact that they have not changed anything up or brought in nobody in new. And then if you don't do that, then teams are gonna build a defense around the people that they have to stop. And then with no running game and your defense sucks, I mean, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
What changes have they really made since they went to the Super Bowl?
All right. When I think about that, okay, so they got the guy with the most catches today or most yards was somebody last name Pringle on their team. You got Kelsey, you still got Hill, you got Williams, Hardeman. You still got a host of guys that can still catch the ball. They even picked up Josh Gordon. Josh is, he hadn't played yet, but he's on the squad. So they got weapons over there. some strange reason somebody figured Pat out. Tannehill had more receiving yards. I'm sorry, passing yards than Pat today. I don't know. Maybe because he just had a baby. I don't know. Maybe because he found out his wife may not be the chick who she thinks she is. That's another story.
It's like Brandon Buchanan, like Brandon Buchanan said, they shut down the key contributors to the offense, and the defense have been shutting them down. Appreciate that, Brandon Buchanan, because you see what's going on. Corey just looking through rose-shaded glasses.
I'm gonna have to send something to y'all to see, to kind of see if we can put this on here. But I think he's having some marital issues, possibly.
Oh my God! If you come on, man, just keep it to football. Okay, let's but still, dog, we don't want to bring nobody's personal stuff because I don't think even though they're still shutting down the key contributors to the offense. You didn't see how many missed passes that went to Kelsey, and then you didn't watch the game at all.
No. We're not finna do that. Remember last year when Elliott was having his personal issues? Y'all backed him on this. He was having some, he was having chick issues too. Did we not, G? Did we?
I don't remember this.
Let's be fair with this.
So if he's married to his offensive line, then yeah, he's having problems because that's where the problems are. That's where the problems are. His offensive line is not blocking for him. You are seeing what you saw in the Super Bowl. Pat Mahomes is getting hit more than he's ever been hit. He is having to run more than he's ever had to run. He doesn't have time to get it to Tyreek Hill down the field or Kelsey down the seam. That's the issue. It's his offensive line. The guys they picked up, man, we talked about that in the offseason about them reassuring that offensive line. They aren't playing up to par. That offensive line that they picked up, the offensive line they picked up from Baltimore, he's not doing the job over there at left tackle. He's getting murdered every down, every game by somebody different. Pat Mahomes is getting beat up back there. So if we're talking, if he's like I said, if he's married to the lineman, then yeah, they're having problems. And maybe he needs to go ahead and I think you said this before, Corey. You have to take your lineman out to dinner. You have to give them birthday gifts and stuff like that. He may not be doing that anymore. He may be making commercials and not, catering to his line because they're not blocking for him.
They gotta protect him.
All right. They gotta protect him. All right. Let's move on, man. Another hot team. Last week we were talking about how great this team was. This team had been rolling high. We were saying Lamar Jackson might be MVP. And I was telling y'all, are we just throwing the Bengals out of there? Why the Bengals ain't getting talked about in that same conversation?
Man.
And they went to Baltimore, man, and
listen, they got a bunch of it was like LSU playing against the Ravens, you know what I'm saying? And they were balling. LSU was getting off. I'm serious. At first I was a little confused. At first I was like, okay. But then let me say this here too, though. From time to time, Mr. Jackson will have some off days.
Yep, he will drop some games. Yep.
From time to time, I think he needs that to build himself back up sometime. Build.
I agree. 100%.
This ain't taking nothing from the Bengals. The Bengals,
they can't play today.
They've only lost one game now, right? Are they 6-1?
They got two. Yeah.
They're hot right now. They're a hot team, though. Nobody expected this.
Right, baby.
Yeah. Nobody expected
everybody. This. Any given Sunday, G. Any given Sunday, bro.
They look like the real deal. Like yeah. Any given Sunday is a fact.
I mean, I don't want to say any given Sunday. I don't want to keep throwing that out there like it's just willy-nilly. The Detroit Lions are 0-7. Like it's not any given Sunday.
Okay. Any given Sunday teams that can win.
You gotta make great plays at some time.
I mean, come on, G. You can't compare the Bengals to the Detroit Lions. That's just.
But any given Sunday,
but their team, their coaching, their team just sucks. But they play good today. You can't take nothing away from Detroit Lions because they played the Rams to the T today. They played good today. I mean, they gave 100% effort out there on that field against the Rams today. So I mean, even though they still lost
2 games at the last second
but I understand that
with record kicks. So they played well all year. But it's not. I'm just saying it's not any given Sunday. Y'all keep throwing that out there all willy nilly. It's not any given Sunday because they're 0-7 now.
Okay, if they can't win, they just can't win. They can't get over the hump. But any given Sunday is saying that on any given Sunday, your team might be able to pull out a win. That's what that means. That's what that means. Not saying. That's why when I say that any given Sunday, you might pull an upset. You just never know. That's what that statement means. Every Sunday is not guaranteed to win, bro. That's why it's any given Sunday. You can go in there and you can just everything can click and you can pull out an upset win. And we've seen it before. We've seen it. But the Lions, no, they're not. I think they might win 3 games this season, maybe 4. If that. Maybe 3. And 3, that's pushing it. That's pushing because
we went over their schedule last week. It ain't looking good for
them. I mean that coaching is terrible. And you know, and golf. Let me ask you guys a question about golf. Do you think that he really wasn't that good, or do you think that the fact that who he's playing for is just showing how bad he really is?
I think playing under Sean McVay made him look better than he was.
Okay.
I seen today a lot of bad passes.
I did too.
Passes that an NFL quarterback is supposed to make. And I seen that a lot today. Sam Darnold with the Carolina Panthers started off 3-0. He was running hot, feeling good about himself. And I've watched him the last couple of weeks, and I've picked them the last couple of weeks because I thought they was a better team. I thought he was a better quarterback.
Without that running back, without McCaffrey, he didn't have no outlet. He doesn't have an outlet to dump off and do the things that get him over the hump. So without McCaffrey, man, I think he's still Sam is still a good quarterback, but without that running game that can take some pressure off of him, I think it's just is overwhelming.
But they didn't score at all in Carolina. They had a field goal. You know, that was it. They ain't scored nothing. And this is against a Giants team with a really shaky secondary. You know, I mean, I thought they were gonna beat the Giants hands down. Big shout out to Alvin, wherever you at, but I'm pretty sure you have a good night tonight. But when we went over there, we didn't choose them either. You know, but
no, we didn't.
Darnold was just like Jared Goff was. He was throwing the ball all over the place. Wide open people, man. He throwing it behind them. Just throwing the ball up into triple coverage. He looked horrible. He looked like the Sam Darnold from the Jets. And I blamed it on the Jets organization. Yeah, I blamed it on the Jets. I thought, no, this guy's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Because he seemed like he plays well against us, so he got to be a good quarterback. No, this guy's trash. Right? He's played like trash. Very disappointed in his performance. The Houston Texans, man, they played tough against the Arizona Cardinals in the beginning, but the Cardinals were just too much. They go 7-0 now.
Yeah.
The Cardinals are the real deal. You said Zach Ertz they brought in.
Went off.
First touchdown. Yeah, got his first touchdown today, man.
And I'm not going to say they played with him. I think the Cardinals like, okay, we're trying to keep this game, somewhere simple with you. But then it's like, okay, y'all ready to play? We gave them a chance. We turned it up, and they didn't have an answer for it.
Right.
From the defense and everything. Like I said, they scored 5 points. I think that was a touchback and a field goal. I mean,
yeah.
You didn't have an answer for who I believe is going to be in that running for your MVP. I like the way he plays, from the quarterback perspective. He played like they last year. They just couldn't. They lost a bunch last year, but now he's playing in the MVP category. Like I said last week, You got AJ on one side, and then you got which other wide out on the other
Hopkins.
side? Hopkins on the other side. Now you done put in Ertz at your tight end position. You got another weapon right in the mid. They're pretty good, man. They're pretty good.
Yeah. So another quarterback who they was hoping would kind of like a Kyler Murray when they brought him out, and Tua coming out of Alabama. Yeah. They wanted them to kind of be that same type, maybe run a little bit, be able to get the ball down the field some, get everybody involved in Miami, and they can't get it done with Tua, man. They lose to the Atlanta Falcons, who are now at 500, man. 3-3.
Yeah. You want to go ahead, Prince? Or you good? You good? Yeah. You go ahead?
No, you go ahead, dog.
I'm heavily invested in the Falcons.
I know.
I watched that game, and honestly, I didn't see a bad Tua. I saw a not so good Tua, but this is the team that he's on. It's the groceries that he's been given, trying to make some things happen. Same way with Justin Fields. When you don't know how to utilize this guy's talent, he can throw, he can spin it, but I don't think they have the tools. And I'm not taking anything from. I'm glad Atlanta took the win. We found out today. It's like we figured we got to use Pitts the best way possible. We picked up another tight end to put him on the line, put Pitts on as a wide receiver. That was, I think we figured that out at this point. But when it comes to we're gonna talk about Tua. He's still a good QB. It's too early to evaluate to call him sorry. I ain't gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna be fair with him. I seen some good throws and then I seen some bad throws. But at the same time, after the playoff, he looking at the wide receiver like you wasn't where you're supposed to be. But then the defense, we thought a whole lot of that defense this year. Defense let him down. So I think before I throw him to the to the trash can, to the trash heap. I think we still got a little bit more time, but then you got to do this here. I think y'all both said this before, or even today. When you keep saying you want to trade me, when I'm always in trade talk with somebody, just last week they were talking about trade with Houston, Mm-hmm. And Jalen Hurts one time, we might trade with, I can't be your starting quarterback when I don't know if I'm gonna be here next week. All it takes is 1 week, and next, I might be in the trading block to go to Houston.
Right. Yeah,
Prince. Man can't play like that.
I feel you. Tua is under a lot of pressure right now, and with people, like I said, with the Deshaun Watson talk and bringing another quarterback in and saying they're going to trade him, you can't play when you're looking over your shoulder, bro. Yeah. It's hard to concentrate. That's even at work. It's hard to work when you're looking over your shoulder, bro. And the Falcons, they played good today. They came out today, gave an effort, and for a while that was actually a good game, man. It wasn't the team that put the most effort in won, but I think Tua just his mind's not focused. I wish Mike Franklin was on here today because I really want to ask him what he thought about it, but I guess he skipped town. But anyway,
he said he's running a little late.
Okay. By the time he gets on, we're gonna be off. So you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, I get the Falcons some props, man. You know what I'm thinking, man, and I have to be honest, I hate to say this and I hate to hear Corey's reaction, but I think the Falcons are starting to get it together, man. I think they're starting to get their offense together, the run game together. I think the defense is coming together. They're starting to put a scheme together that's helping them win. So we'll see what happens, man. Because if you look at the division the Falcons are in right now, man, they have a chance to make it to the playoffs if they can get it together. Tampa Bay is really the only one. The Saints are doing okay, but Tampa Bay they're not doing too good. If they can put a couple of wins together, man, they might be able to get a wild card. But we'll see what happens, man.
Where's Tiffany at?
She at work. Why?
Oh, okay. I thought you were reading off a prompt or something. She holding up a telephone.
She a Green Bay fan, bro.
Look, I thought you reading off the teleprompter.
No, I'm just being honest, dog. I'm just being honest. I crush the Falcons when I can, and I crush the Hawks when I can. But right now, the way their game is rolling, it seems like they're trying to get something that they're coming together as a team. Man, I'm gonna give props for props to do, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, they can keep it rolling. Just think about it. What your division looks like right now. And only, as long as you can beat the Saints a couple of times, I mean, the Panthers aren't doing nothing. So you might have a chance to make it. I'm just being honest, bro.
Okay, I appreciate that. Go ahead.
So I believe I asked you, Corey, I guess a couple games back, man. Do you see a change in your team? Do you see kind of the culture starting to change? And at the time, you were still not believing in your quarterback. Like, are you starting to change? Are you starting to get on? Matt Ryan's playing. He's playing ball, man.
Let me tell you, Matt Ryan is playing the way Matt Ryan has always played. Like I said, he's always gonna throw. No, let me change that. There have been times where he'll throw a pick six and you just don't know what the hell happened. There's been times where he'll throw an INT and it's just like, come on, Matt, take the time. When I say we've learned, like right now, I was saying today, we had our week, but then last week, the week before that, we learned that we can throw the pits. We need to go ahead and utilize this kid. Stop treating him like a rookie. Put him in the offense. We got to fill in that gap for Julio Jones. All right.
Yeah.
Our run game is still terrible but we're using Cordell Patterson the best we can. Our main running back, Davis, is he needs some help. We could use a lot more help in that backfield. Every now and then, we still have a small offensive line. Now, when we went over our schedule, the schedule says that we should be able to win. We're not playing tough teams. We should be able to win. But like this game here with Miami, I thought it shouldn't be a problem. But to answer your question, am I seeing improvements? Some. We still got a long way to go. We still got to come to see y'all. We still got to see, New Orleans, who's hot. We still got to see some teams, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Those are the teams that, that tell us if we gotten better or not. Then I can answer that question and go, I think we're doing all right. We competed, Now, we did compete with Tampa Bay at some point. Then all of a sudden we went back to who we are. I love to answer that question when we meet y'all.
Okay, that's still on the table, man.
But why would you want to answer that question after we beat y'all? What question you gonna answer?
Y'all 6-1 right now or 5-1?
5-1.
That's how you answer questions. I can't answer many questions with 0-2 teams and 1-2 teams.
Okay. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I gotta be able to.
Okay.
Y'all
you want to judge
right now.
Okay, you want to judge how far you've really come, right?
That's where you find out who you are.
There you go.
Okay.
And I'm glad you brought it up. At 5-1, man, we're still getting flat. We're still getting trash talk.
We're still getting flat.
Still being
I'm still catching it every day at work. Every day. Y'all ain't played nobody. How we not played nobody? How we have not played nobody, bro?
But I think it's coming from our own fans, though.
How have we not played nobody? That's what somebody answer that for me. How have we not played anybody? We beat the teams that we didn't come close to beating last season. We beat teams with winning records all across the board, and we should have beat Tampa Bay. It wasn't for that freaking pass interference call at the end of the game and the 2 field goals we missed. Because that was a pass interference, bro. Offensive pass interference. Period.
Let's go back to what we discussed before,
Joe. Pull the camera off. I'm sticking with that. I don't care. That's something I'm gonna stick with.
Let's
Emmitt Smith didn't come in?
Huh?
Emmitt Smith didn't come in?
No. Let's go to the question that everybody's been asking y'all, or certain commentaries have said. Really, y'all are I think G had laughed at this before. Y'all only really a 3-3 team right now. That's what you're supposed to be. Mike McCarthy is the reason why y'all look, and then Mike McCarthy is the reason why y'all supposed to be 3-3. He shouldn't get the credit that's been given to him. And I'm saying, I think G had defended himself real well about your squad when it comes to Mike McCarthy, and I think you were on the other end without the luck of and the play from Trayvon Diggs, y'all would be a 3-3 team right now.
How can you say that? I'm serious, bro. How can you predict we should be this when we're not? I don't understand that.
Y'all played the Patriots, y'all could have lost. That's what
Oh
I'm
my
saying. It could
god.
have been.
Okay,
But I think
but
we last week. Were we not?
okay. All right, okay.
Did you not agree with me
Okay,
last week?
okay.
Or
No, dude. We are what we are, bro. We are the schedule, the record that we have. I don't care if it went down in the overtime or whatever. We've
you
won those
agreed with
games.
me last. You agreed with me
I
when I
must
went
have,
over this.
dude.
You
You know
did.
what,
You did.
dude?
You said
I know I did, but in theory, and I thought about it. In theory, okay, we could be 3-3. We overcame some adversity, but we still won those games. And
you
and I
did.
thought about it after we had that question. We still, and I'm not going to go back and judge our season in theory.
Are
In
you
theory, no,
okay? So are you? So you good with McCarthy?
no. I hate McCarthy, but he's my coach, so I got to support him.
God damn. Okay. Go ahead, G.
All right. So do you still want to fire Mike McCarthy after being at 5-1 right now? Is he the one holding us back from being a championship contender?
I want to fire him because I think he's going to the one that's going to hold us back when we reach the playoffs.
Okay.
He's gonna hold y'all back when y'all reach the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think he has the. I don't think he has the clock management and the skill set to help us win a divisional championship and help us go to the Super Bowl. I don't trust him there.
How didn't he win a Super Bowl?
A long time ago. You know how many centuries? I mean, decades it's been since he won a Super Bowl and the team that he had.
Does that matter?
About 8 years, maybe.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does matter in this day and age. Yes, it does. It's a different style of quarterbacks. It's a different style of defense. It's a different style of coaches and plays. He's a dinosaur in
So do you
the
believe
21st century.
so does Mike Tomlin's championships matter?
I guess all championships matter. Don't take me wrong, but I don't think he can do it in this day and age, bro. Mike Tomlin hasn't. I mean, when was
he
the last
hasn't
time he
won
won?
since McCarthy won, right? McCarthy won after
Exactly.
him. Matter of
Exactly.
fact, didn't he?
They're both dinosaurs. And Mike Tomlin ain't gonna win nothing no time soon either because he can't let go of this quarterback. And unless your boy, okay, if Mike McCarthy learns how to manage the clock and learns how to not go for a 56-yard field goal or not near the range. Okay, I should go for this 4th and 1 or not go for this 4th and 1. He's all over the board, G. He's all over the board. The reason why we won a bunch of games is because our teams overcome some of the bad decisions that he's made. That's just period, bro.
So what about the
good?
It's easy. It's easy for you to look at it after the fact. All right, it's easy to go Monday quarterbacking and say, "Oh man, that didn't work. That was a bad decision." But
why do you like this dude so much?
That's the best decision. That's the best decision during the time.
Okay, so you think this dude's going to take us to a Super Bowl?
When he does go for 4th and 1 and he makes it, you're not saying that was a bad decision then.
Okay, all right.
Or when he kicks the field goal to put him in overtime, it's not a bad decision.
I'll tell you what. So you think this dude is going to take us to a championship?
Absolutely. That's why I wanted Mike McCarthy, because he has championship pedigree. He has championship pedigree. There's not many coaches in the league that has championship pedigree.
He's won one, D. He's won one.
He has one.
No. How long has he had? How long has he had Aaron Rodgers through the whole damn time he's been in Green Bay? You tell me you only got one?
How many does Sean Payton have?
No, talk about Sean Payton, man. Talk about Mike McCarthy.
A lot of good coaches only got one. A lot of good coaches only get one. It's hard to get one. Yeah, it's hard to get one.
Okay. All right. Okay, I agree with that. Okay. I agree with. Okay, but the Green Bay during his tenure, how many NFC champions or how many 3rd round playoff games did they go to? They went to a bunch of them, bro. They went to a bunch of them. They weren't no mediocre team. They were always picked to win, but they didn't. And then the Saints won that one Super Bowl, and then they went to a certain point, and then I don't know what happened. They just ran into bad luck, I guess. And what was the other dude you mentioned from the Seahawks, right?
Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll.
Yeah. Okay. When they got rid of their defense, they went downhill. When they started letting go of the Legion of Boom, they had no chance.
Is he not a great coach?
They still win. Now the common denominator with the answer that y'all saying, you know, when you only get to win one, right? Or you got, like I said, you know, you got, like I said, the Giants won 2 in that same. It's the Brady area. Brady area is what I'm getting at. And if you can come out with one during the Brady era, that's pretty damn good, Prince. And even though he got 1, the Giants got 2. Like I said, New Orleans got 1 up in that area, but the rest of them are Tom Brady and the Patriots. And they said he was able to get one of them out of there some kind of way. So I'm not saying he's a bad QB. I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just trying to figure out why they've been picking on the dude. Why, like I said, even you saying that you know this dude ain't the one for the squad right now. That's what I've been trying to figure out.
I don't think it is, bro. Because I don't think in a pressure situation he's gonna be able to come through.
Okay,
I just don't. I could be wrong. I admit I could be wrong.
No.
I just think
we were talking about this last week, and I was asking G the same thing. I said you got commentators, sports writers, beat writers. They for some strange reason he's become a figurehead for. I don't. But he still win. He got a winning record right now. And your owner / GM says, listen, I still got confidence that he's gonna bring us here. He brought in the defensive coordinator that I didn't think about. That's what he was saying. Because really, whenever you lose out on the team, they'll bring you in special teams. So he made him listen, get me back, focus on defense. That's all I want you to do. You got your own defense, and you guys have a stellar defense right now, if not the best going on in the NFC. But every time the Cowboys end up on some kind of TV show, it's about Mike McCarthy, and I'm just trying to figure out you don't have the confidence, but it's other people saying it too. But then I hear him defending it, saying he's pretty good, but it's still the topic of discussion when it comes to the Cowboys. Why?
We all have different opinions, Corey. We have to wait and see how it comes out. I have my opinion. I respectfully respect G's opinion. But I see certain things that G might not see. G sees certain things that I don't see. I mean, that's just what it is. But we still hope our team does what they do. I mean, some questions you just have to wait and see how it turns out, bro. We're gonna always have our opinions, and we're gonna agree to disagree.
He won in 2011. That's when he won. But
yeah.
I want to ask you guys a question because I know we got short on time. Now. The Broncos started off hot. Okay, there's a couple of teams that started off hot. I want to see what you guys feel. What went wrong with them? Okay, as far like you said, as far as the Panthers, when the running back went out, they started losing. G alluded to Sam's not as good as we thought he was. Do you feel the same about the Broncos? They started off hot. Why do you feel that they've gone down in the last couple of weeks?
So by the winds of change. Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, we're beating the winds of change, dog. We're beating the winds of change.
So we went over this early in the season when they were 3 and the Denver Broncos were 3-0.
Yep.
We said the teams they played were not a high caliber team. And then we looked over the next few games, and we saw that there was possibility that they would end up either 3-3 or 3-4 after those games.
Yep.
Teddy Bridgewater is what we thought he was. He is who we thought he was. He's a dink and dunk quarterback. He's not gonna stretch the field. He's not gonna get it to your receivers. He's just going to try to manage the game.
Splashes in the
it's not working. It's not working over there. And I know my boy Raheem, you're right. And I keep picking him. Like I keep picking him to win. And because every time they play somebody, the other team is without a major player. Without 5 of their major players. So I figure Denver can pull it out.
Still can't capitalize.
Still lose. And they still don't capitalize. And Raheem, you're right, big dog. I'm beating myself up. I'm falling down in my standings because I keep picking the Denver Broncos.
Corey?
I'm gonna go back to your Mike McCarthy thing, man, in the same way with the Broncos. All right, you picking this guy, but all right. So I looked up his record. Right now, he's 145 and 96, which is two ties, which is 600. You know what I'm saying? So he's won more than he's lost. Right, 600 ain't bad when you've been a head coach. Now, I think when I'm coming up against, like I said, when you compare it to like when the Broncos and you think you're gonna win and they don't win, sometimes there's been some times where Mike McCarthy should have won and he didn't win because of just maybe some goofiness, right? But I think I do the same thing with the Falcons. I'm like, okay, we're going to win this one. And in typical Atlanta Falcons fashion, we don't win. But then I take the same road. It's messing up my picks because I'm trying to be a homer. I'm trying to be a guy that said we should win, and we don't. I look at how you look at Mike McCarthy, and it can't be any worse than how the Falcons have done. It can't. To ask you this, would I want Mike McCarthy as my coach? Hell yeah. Do I have him? No. Now, you said it yourself. The team has overcome, but does that take away from this coach that y'all have here? So I want to ask this question because I think one of the guys asked this on the comment section. If you didn't have Mike McCarthy, who would you want to have?
It depends who's available. I mean, that's a hypothetical question. I mean, it depends who's available.
He was available.
I mean, okay, but all right. Okay. I know everybody don't like the fact that I don't like Mike McCarthy. So what? I don't. I really don't care. And y'all just got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. Ain't no figuring it out. I don't like him as my coach. I don't care. It doesn't. I don't. Oh, that's my explanation. Okay. I think he sucks. I never liked him from Green Bay. I think I have issues from when he comes from Green Bay, dealing with that Green Bay crap all this time. I don't like him as my coach. Period.
Okay.
Period.
That makes sense. I just don't like that dude.
Yeah, so Corey, answer the Broncos question that Prince put out there.
Oh my God.
Broncos, I don't like the Broncos. They sucked anyway. I don't have the faith in the Broncos. I said months ago that Teddy Bridgewater, the reason why he's been from Carolina to this, to the New Orleans Saints, to this is his fourth team, I think. 4 or either 5. Is it 4? Who did he get drafted?
3 or 4.
Who did he get drafted?
I think it's 4.
Minnesota, right?
Yeah, Minnesota let him go. Then he got picked up by Carolina. He was out that one year.
Minnesota, New Orleans, Carolina.
Okay.
And then Denver. Yeah. This
is his 4th squad. There's a reason why, New Orleans said, you know what, I could put you in, in my future, but no, I'm going to let you go. There's a reason why Carolina said, you're all right, but you play with them damn gloves on, and sometimes your throwing is a little off. So I ain't gonna lie to you. Really, man, I don't like that he throw them gloves on, but he does. Some kind of strange way he make it happen with them damn gloves. I feel like if you take them gloves off, you may just make the throw that you want to make, because sometimes they just be a little off. They'll sail a little high because the damn gloves on. You ever threw a football with gloves on? It's weird. Why do you throw with a glove on?
Right.
He said it helps. So.
All right.
That's why I just don't like it.
Well, good. So
good.
that is true. Tom Brady wore gloves too.
He take them off too. He took them off. He ain't have them on today. He put them on in the cold. He ain't have them on today. Hey,
all right. He didn't need him for Chicago.
He showed them.
Look,
listen. Before we dip, man.
A lot of people think.
Oh, go ahead.
A lot of people seem to own Chicago right now. Chicago is not giving nobody any problems.
Right. Now there's one other blowout that we didn't talk about. The Jets got blew out. I mean, I think the Patriots, they were mad, behind Tom Brady coming 54-13, was it? Or what is it? 54
to 13. Yeah, 54-13. They was mad. They was mad from that loss that the Cowboys gave them.
Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Who?
Yeah.
I like him.
Mac Jones.
Really?
Mac Jones had 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. But I think they had a running game that was lights out.
Yeah.
They played well, man. That team, and I was kind of critical of the kind of coach that Bill Belichick was. I didn't think he was a great coach. I just thought he had a great player.
All right,
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, man.
He
had that team play.
Yeah, I can see Mac Jones being a whole lot better in the future. Like I said, what his mantra is: do your job, and you do your job, we can win these games. So I mean, I think they're gonna be okay. I think they did right by picking Mac Jones, who could be their future. I ain't saying he's finna be the next Tom Brady, but in their offense, if you run it the same way, it's gonna be straight, bro.
Yeah. Hey, before we get off, man, great topic. I didn't get to talk to you all Friday about the NBA's top 75 that came out. All right. There's some snubs. There's some people that weren't on there. Raheem was on Friday. Chuck Littlejohn was on Friday. And we kind of went over these players. I want y'all thoughts, man, on these people that weren't picked in here. And I'm just going to throw out a couple names. Vince Carter, Grant Hill, Dwight Howard, Alonzo Mourning, Kyrie Irving, Chris Webber, and Tony Parker.
How do you have 2 Hall of Famers not on the squad, not on that top 75?
I agree.
Ray Allen wasn't in.
I hate to say about Tony Parker, but he was a champion. And Chris Webber, I mean, that's crazy, bro. I don't even know what to say about that, bro.
Ray Allen was on it, y'all.
Was he on it?
He's on there. Yeah, Ray is on there.
I see. Okay, second guy. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what's up. Tony Parker definitely should have been on there. I mean, that's crazy. Chris Webber too. I mean, Dwight Howard. All right, but Tony Parker and Chris Webber, they really got snubbed, bro. They really got snubbed. I don't agree with that whatsoever, bro. That's craziness. That is somebody who's doing this.
So no Vince Carter either, y'all.
Yeah, he changed. These are game changes that are missing.
Yeah, but still, he's not like Tony Parker. I mean, nothing like Tony Parker. He's not a champion. I mean, Vince Carter changed it. I mean, but I wouldn't pick him over Tony Parker. I mean, and Chris Webber was more dominant than Vince Carter. So, I think those are the 2 that I really question.
Pat Ewing's not a champion either.
Yeah, but
or Charles Barkley.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. That's that. When it comes to basketball and the play of the game and the teams that they played with and the era that they played in, it's hard to see who to pick, especially NBA. But Tony Parker, but Tony Parker, dog, come on. How many championships he win?
And honestly, I'm not even really upset about not having Tony Parker.
Right. What about Manu Ginobili?
That's. I think Manu is definitely. I think Manu over Tony Parker. Honestly, I think
you might be right about that. You might be right about that.
Raheem says Vince was not dominant. Wow.
Ah.
I mean, come on, man. I mean,
Vince in Toronto was dominant.
But how far did they go? I mean, in the era they played in, that wasn't a dominant team. They won some games, but the big 3 in that era was the Celtics, Chicago, and Lakers. I mean, even you could throw even the Pistons in there. I think
Vince's issue is that he played 20 years. He played a dub and and didn't win a chip.
Yeah.
He didn't go to a chip, right?
He
didn't scratch
with the Nets. Did he not go with the Nets? Maybe not.
When the Nets went, he wasn't with them.
He went with
he wasn't with them. No,
he wasn't on the squad. What about the Mavericks? He wasn't on that Mavericks squad when they competed either.
No.
Okay. Let me tell you what I didn't realize until today. I didn't realize that Dominique Wilkins was a snub on the 50 greatest when they did the, when 50, he was snubbed and on the 50 greatest. He made this squad here to 75, but NBA 50, he didn't make the 50 greatest. And I was like, at the time, I said, I for some strange reason, I thought he was a 50 greatest.
Yeah.
In our eyes, he is, but in other people's eyes, he might not be.
Yeah, he was a snub then. But
they had put Shaq in, and you remember Shaq was only like in his second year.
Yeah, Shaq called him.
Yeah. And they put Shaq in. What about Kyrie Irving, man? Y'all think he deserves to be in there too?
I still say it's a little early. Let me tell you. Now, Stephen Curry made the 75 greatest, He's only been, and true to listen, he great shooter. I'm a fan, But sometimes I'm thinking, what happened to those guys? Like you said, the Tracy McGrady, that he done made the Hall of Fame, but yet you get this snub. I'm gonna use Steph as an example, because Steph is still playing. Should it come up when the NBA makes 100 years? That's when you kind of get in, as one of the greatest, and he's still playing. We still don't know what the outcome of his game going to be, great as he is. But what about when those that like I said, Tracy McGrady, his time is coming past, but done made it to the Hall of Fame, but can't make the NFL 75 anniversary team. But then I look at when I look at this squad right here. All right, I could easily trade Jason Kidd for Tracy McGrady. I like Jason Kidd. I can trade him for, let's say, I'm just saying, let's say for Bill Walton. I don't know.
Really.
I'm just using. I'm just trying to be. Tracy
McGrady. Come on, no, dude. No, but still, he's not. He didn't play the game like Jason Kidd, and definitely not like Bill Walton.
Okay, what about Steve Nash?
Dude, no.
Yeah.
No.
Tracy McGrady went better than Steve Nash?
He was taller.
Whoa. Dude,
okay. For me, and I see what you're saying, but I wouldn't even go at Steph. I would start at Dame Lillard before I go to Steph. Like Dame shouldn't be on there.
No, he shouldn't.
Yeah,
I think Dame is playing great right now.
But he shouldn't be on there. He shouldn't be on there.
Great. Right.
No, he shouldn't be on there. He shouldn't be on there at all.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't give me a. And Steve Nash, he had a great career, but I'm not putting Steve Nash on there either. So I don't think Steve Nash was good as Jason Kidd.
Right.
No.
And honestly, and this people may not like this, but I don't think Anthony Davis should be on there.
Okay.
No,
I don't think Anthony Davis is top 75.
Okay, check me out.
I think he's a top 75 talent.
Right. Okay.
But I don't think he's a top 75 player.
And I'll jump on the bandwagon with you, and I'll say, honestly, you can take Giannis out for me. I still need more time for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is a good player, but his stat line ain't nowhere near, not yet, Tracy McGrady's stat line. He still got some more playing to do. I ain't saying that they disrespected, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have left these new guys off right now. That's all I'm saying. Because, Giannis, I think this is his 6th year in the league? Or 6 or 7?
Yeah, 6 or 7. 6 or 7.
Something in that range, right?
Yeah.
But Tracy did play on some awesome teams. You know what I'm saying? Tracy is still in the top 25 in scoring. I think he may be in top 15. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
You know, so I'm going with stuff like that. That some of these guys, Bill Walton was a good player. He only played for 7 seasons, though. You said he was injury, but he was injury plagued most of his time. He played on some good squads. Like he won with the Celtics. He started with the Blazers, won with the Celtics, and I think he may have slid in on a Lakers squad. You know, that won the last 2 years of his career. But he got most of his energy, you know, from the Celtics, right? When he played with the C's, you know, he was on the decline at that point. But I don't know, man. I could have took a few of those guys out to put T-Mac in there.
Yeah. And then Giannis has actually been in since 2013. I didn't know he's been in that long. So he's going on his 9th season. Yeah.
Did we talk about him in the first 2 or 3 years? Maybe. Did we? I mean, you know, no. I'm just saying, were people talking about him?
No, he was just a skinny kid trying to make it, man. You know.
Yeah.
So he's one of the ones who was actually worked his way to stardom. He worked his way to stardom. So I give a lot of credit to him because he busted his butt to get where he is. Nothing was given to him. I think a lot was given to a lot of people, including LeBron James. So,
what was that? Say that again.
I think a lot was given to people, including LeBron James.
What was given to LeBron James?
I think LeBron James came in the league as the king.
Okay.
They already had crowned him before he even played a game in the league.
Has he not fulfilled that? You know, like
he lived up to all the hype.
Okay.
He lived up to all the hype. I think the league kind of forced him on us, but he lived up to it. But he surpassed everything that they thought he was going to be.
If somebody, if you have a role for a person in a play or in a movie, they got to read, they got to act, they got to do the part. Like you said, when they dubbed him the next king, when he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine at 15 years old, in high school, at 15 years old, nobody expected 20 years later he's gonna be somebody that we're talking about here.
Right.
LBJ, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was turned into a so-called respected fan. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I was a real fan when they was at the Heat, but at the same time, like you said, no, this dude, he's played, man. He's lived up to the billing for me. I'll give him that much. So you gotta go.
No. That was forced. Get on. He said he's gonna get on. I felt like they was forcing him to be this dude, instead of him earning it. And I've always said that, like, no, let him earn it, man. Let him earn that title. But he's lived up to everything that they wanted him to be. Okay. And the NBA is good at that. They tried that with Zion Williamson. They tried to force feed him to us.
We still got some time. They still got some time. Yeah. But they kind of falling off of that force feeding. You remember that they were trying to give us Zion when he came out of college, dog. I mean, shit, in high school. But he was great in high school, though. He was the next guy. Yeah,
he was. He was. No, and Raheem, he did earn it now. No, and I agree with that. But I don't think he had to earn it in the beginning. I think it was already given to him for LeBron.
I still believe that Zion is going to be the next king.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna let you have that.
I do.
We're gonna let you have that.
And when LeBron, who they gonna put it in? I mean, Steph been in the league a while, Damian, but who gonna be the next?
Craig, let it go, bro. Let it go.
That's not a good
question.
Let
it go, bro. Let it go.
Who then, Prince?
God, let it go, though, dog. I've never been a LeBron fan. I've always been a Kobe fan, so I will never side with LeBron.
That's why we're talking about Zion here. Who's your next king?
Zion is never gonna be not Zion.
Who? Tell me who.
I don't know. It could be your boy from Dallas. Who knows? We don't know. It's still playing itself out.
Luka. Okay. Who your next king? Who your next king? G. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Giannis, I guess. Oh. I don't know.
I'll tell you who might be the guy that y'all finna play again tonight. And don't y'all play the Grizzlies tonight?
Morant. Ja Morant.
What about Ja?
Yeah. Hey, be on the lookout for Jalen Green. Jalen Green or Anthony Edwards. Those two right there. Houston. Yeah, Jalen Green and Anthony Edwards. All right. Though they have an opportunity to be something special. Be something special, especially Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
For Minnesota, y'all. All right.
All right, man.
Fellas, man, that's the show. That's the show, baby. Hey, look at this boy. He want to know where all these South Carolina boys are from.
He on the line. He on the line. He Augusta.
Yeah. Hey, great show, fellas, man. Great show. Episode 62 in the books, baby. Hey, we appreciate y'all. Rakeem Few, James Littlejohn, Chuck Littlejohn, Brandon Buchanan, and whoever else was on, man. Matthew Thompson, my dog.
Brandon.
Roderick Smith. We appreciate y'all, baby. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank y'all for the new subscribers. Let me make sure I got them. Steve Prosper and Patrice Jones. We thank y'all, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Hey, Rakeem, y'all remember to tell a friend. Peace and light to you all. All right. Peace and light.
Before we dip, man, Rakeem. Rakeem, are you kin to a Charles Few? I don't know too many Fews out there, and I got a friend that I went to college with named Charles Few. We call him Chuck. You know what I'm saying? But if you are, let me know real quick, man.
Are we doing ancestry stuff right now?
No,
is that what we're doing right in the show right now?
Went to school with the dude, man.
Really?
You know, I don't know too many people.
Ancestry.com.
Ancestry. Is that what we're doing right now?
Yeah, named Charles Few. Call him Chuck. Let me see. Probably
he said probably is.
Oh, you don't know that.
I ain't never met him. He ain't been to family reunion.
Probably. All right.
That's what's up, man. And we appreciate y'all, baby. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We'll see y'all on Wednesday, baby. 8 o'clock. We out.
8 o'clock. Peace. Yeah.
Later, guys.
Peace.
You good, Gordon?
Later.
Yeah, I'm straight.
All right. Go.